Good afternoon. Welcome to episode 2 of Tanatula Through My Lens. So, today's episode is a weird one because, first thing first, we are going to be starting it in a sighting. And now you're most probably wondering what sighting it is. I've got two daughters. In the background, there's elephants. I've got two male lions here, and they've made a zebra kill, which I suspect was from early this morning because around 12 o'clock midday I came past here and they were still active, but now they're flat cats. So, and there's see there's a hyena trying to sneak in. But so today we're gonna try stick with them and see what they do. So these two lions here are part of the Birmingham Breakaway Pride, which consists of 6 young male lions. I mean, they're not they're not really young. I mean, they must be 3 or 4 years of age. So I suspect they will soon be looking to challenge for territory. And as we currently speak, they are or semi in the Mayambula's territory, which is surprising to think about it because Mayambula Pride is a strong pride. I mean, I think there's something like 16 lions in total. So to see these young 6 males slowly but surely, sneak their way into the Mayambula territories pride it's honestly amazing. But at the end of the day, they will have to expose or yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? They will have to be vocal and let the others know that they are here, which is something they've not really done over the past few weeks. But I mean, as they get confident, it's only a matter of time until they do that. So I've been sitting here and been seeing that the lions are breathing very heavily. They're panting, and it's louder. It's louder than normal. Normal breathing is not that loud, and that is due to the lack of sweat glands in their body. So we humans have got sweat glands underneath our skin, and it's basically like little holes in our skin that let sweat escape. And lions and other, I think cats and dogs in general do not have sweat glands, and well, they may have sweat glands, but I think it's not throughout their whole body. Could be 1 or 2 sections that have sweat glands, and as a way to expel all the heat accumulated, you can imagine it's like 45 degrees out here, 35, over exaggerating a bit there. You can imagine it's 35 degrees, you're out in the African scorching sun, and there's no swimming pool for you, there's nothing. The only way to really get rid of the heat is through that loud, hard panting, which helps them cool down. And it's one of those things that nature always finds a way to adapt, no matter what circumstances. These animals are put through, they will find a way to adapt. I mean, lions, these cats, they get bit by snakes, and a snake bite that a normal human wouldn't survive. These animals can take those bites and they can survive. I've seen a few lions survive through puff adder bites, and it's amazing what nature can do, honestly. So we've been sitting with these lions for roughly 15 to 20 minutes, and from what I'm currently observing, it doesn't look like they will do much for us, as it's a pretty hot day. It must be like 35 degrees or so, and the hyenas have also found shady spots for themselves to basically lie under, because with the presence of these two male lions around this zebra, it is near impossible for the hyenas to sneak in and basically have a bite. Because, I mean, they could do it, but it could also be life-threatening for them. So they know when to take chances and they know when not to. And I think the hyenas have most probably made the best choice. So for now, I think the best option is to basically just leave them and see what we can find. So we've now left the lions and we've just bumped into a nice small head of buffalo. They are at try and find them. They're at a waterhole, so I'm hoping to get nice footage.
Just leaving the shot on them, there's nothing here. And I can get that one and make my way. Very well, they are getting into quite Makurus, this section of sun. Any direction.
I mean, it's a hot African day. And we've now found a small herd of buffaloes having a nice, chilled, I don't even know what to call it honestly, but at this natural pen, just having a cool down session. And you may recall me saying it was a hot day, and this is one of the other methods of cooling down that the animals use, you know. And one was the penting, which I mentioned at the lion sighting, and secondly, it's as simple as finding a natural pen and simply having a bath. So within this buffalo herd, you may notice that some buffalo have got massive horns at the top. It's actually called the boss. So the buffaloes with the massive boss on top of their head, those are the males, and the females do not have that huge boss thing. As I'm currently sitting here, we just had this elephant bull come right past the car, and what he's basically done now is had a go at the buffaloes. He's given one of the buffaloes a bit of a chase, but bad enough my camera disappointed me. I didn't manage to capture the exact moment, but this just shows you what to expect from here going forward, because this is the type of content, well, I mean, I didn't quite get the content I wanted to get you, but this is what I want to be getting on every episode, make it interesting. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode. Catch you on the next one.